Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden. Today we're going to look at creating pathways in the garden for mystery and adventure. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden. It's so good to see you. Now, I'm down on ground level in the garden, and I have choices. There are different pathways that lead to different parts of the garden. And because the garden is divided up into circular beds, you get to see different plantings in different places. Now here in this bed, there are vegetables, cabbage, and celery, but then there are also other annuals and also perennials that are in this bed. And one of the things I like about this view is that you can walk down there and you can see into the back, but then on this angle, you can also move into the other parts of the garden, and you're kind of drawn in. Um, when you look at the different areas, you can almost feel this decision making that has to happen. In what direction am I going to head? Now, I love the sun, so um, it's easy for me to actually move towards the sun. But then I also am drawn to the bird bath and the angel here. And I love this view because it reminds me of what my garden is all about. It's a place of meditation and prayer. Now, this particular bed that we're just watching here with the bishop weed, it's really pretty. But then I'm drawn to this side. And so I have choices. I have pathways that I can go. Do you see the swirl in this pathway here? And then the question is, what is behind there? What is around the corner? What is drawing me in? And then that path to the vegetable patch back there. I love these plantings here of the cabbage. I'm just so impressed with how the cabbage leaves just stand out, and they contrast so well with the purple perilla. And then as you come a little closer, you can see the grasses, the variegated grass against the green. Do you see the two pathways? I could either go around that back bed or down in between them. And from each angle, you're going to see something different. But then also you're able to look over the beds, and it's like calling you over. Could you see all the way back there where the sun is shining on that back bed? It's like it's drawing me. It's saying, come, Catherine, come and observe me. Why are you just staying in one place? Come over and see what's happening over here. And it calls me, but I am just mesmerized by those cabbages. So here is that pathway there, heading through here. You can almost go around the back, and then here's another pathway. And it makes you curious. Well, what is happening back there? What else is there to see? So when I've given some tours of my garden, it makes the garden look larger, more interesting, because you're able to look at different plants and you're able to follow different paths, and each path just draws you in to that bed. And then with the succession of blooms of the different plantings, you're able to just be interested in what is happening in the garden, so that the garden is not boring. Even just walking around the circular part here, and then coming up to the bunny, and then looking at the fruit trees. So from the deck view, you get to see the garden overall, but from the ground view, it is a much different experience. I hope that in your garden that you will put pathways in there and create these circular beds, and put different plantings in each one of them, and try to put something in the middle, or an object that draws you into that bed and gives each bed its own different interest.